no need to vex concerning Supreme Court judgment. Okay, wait. What would have been the expect from Supreme Court? Make I ask you. You are expecting that Supreme Court will remove Tinubu from office?
No. Just the play.
This Nigerian judiciary will remove the sitting president. You know, sometimes Nigerians, we are not really good students of history. And that is why, you know, it will really be naive for anybody to believe that this judiciary as it is today has the capacity to dispense the kind of justice that takes out a sitting president after the elections. There is an antecedent to this. I have said it. It is we Nigerians that continue to say, you know, the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. And normally that is what it should be. But this judiciary has not proven to be so. Nigerian judiciary at best can be described as the last hope of the uncommon man. In fact, the question will be, is it even actually a judiciary, an independent arm of government in a democracy, or it is rather the legal arm of any government in power? There is a history to this. From the time of President Obasanjo to Yaradua, even the Yaradua who agreed that the elections that brought him to power were very flawed, his victory was still affirmed when Buhari went to court. Up to Jonathan to Buhari, and now we have gotten here. Nigerians, until we come to the point where we are able to build institutions that have the capacity to dispense justice for the state and not for statesmen, that is when we will know that we have made progress. But at this point, there is no need to become despondent or to despair. There is no need to cry or to mourn too much. We do not even have the luxury of time to mourn too much. Because with every day that is passing, one innocent Nigerian is becoming a victim of government's incompetence and cluelessness. So it is rather a time for you to realign and begin to re-strategize. Because as a people, you must continue to have faith and hope. The day we begin to lose faith and hope, we begin to die. Yes. The Nigerian judiciary has done what they have the capacity to do. They are structured to do what they have done like this. So if you do not pay attention to what happens during elections, especially with our current electoral laws, that is why when you see all these politicians that they invest so much money into a fraudulent electoral process, the kind of calisthenics where they see violence, you see everywhere. All those things are setting you up for a time like this, because the onus is even on you who is trying to be the plaintiff. Abi, you are the one questioning the election. Now you go prove. So you go explain, tire, you fit no see evidence. Even when evidence there, you go still they explain. Inside that your avian, another avian, they inside. But the good thing is that the judiciary can affirm victory of a person. But you know what? They cannot affirm competence. Judiciary can affirm victory, but you cannot affirm capacity. You cannot impose judicial competence on a leader. You cannot impose judicial capacity on a leader. There is no such thing. If you like affirm victory from now until next year, if the person is an incompetent, incapacitated failure, in fact, that's your own judgment will rather reveal him the more. That judgment will become his own albatross. Because with every day, it is just a matter of time. And for Nigeria, we did not even have so much time to enjoy. There was no honeymoon period for this administration. From the one when we enter, one statement from the president caused confusion. In fact, it was a catastrophe we did till today. Look at dollar. Look at fuel. Look at out-of-school children. Look at food and headline inflation. Look at unemployment. So if we continue to say, oh, now because of judiciary, they do this, there is no need for all of that. Nation building is in stages and in phases. Great nations are nations that were built by resilient people who, in spite of the obstacles, were determined to do so. We must, as a people, continue. There is no need to be despondent or to despair. If what you are fighting for is truly a better Nigeria for everybody, say the thing where you dey fight, nobody say you just want opportunity, may your man dey there so that you self go benefit. There is no need to cry. Be grateful to yourself for standing by your convictions for the nation. Posterity will judge you fairly. It is Nigeria that continues to bleed until we get it right. So that my people go say, person when they cry self, they see road. As you they cry for court judgment, try to open your eye, so that we go begin to think. Let us begin to have the conversations devoid of our ethnic and religious sentiments. Because if you are hoping on politicians to help you, you will be setting yourself up for even more calamity. For look at the current Senate, National Assembly, where they did. They plan say they won't buy bulletproof motor for themselves. 160 million each. They did not think about buying Nigeria to grow Nigeria, even with the forex where we no get no dollar. They don't think of buying made in Nigeria vehicles. So you hear the senator saying that because they want to be able to pass through bad roads. Now, inside that National Assembly, now only APC's lawmakers they there. Shebi PDP senators they there. Labour Party senators they there. Shebi na Atiku dey Supreme Court. Obisef dey Supreme Court. Waiting the PDP and Labour senators where they there. Waiting they talk concerning that motto. Oh, now don't join forces with everybody. Everybody now, you are observing table manners. When you are eating, you don't talk. Nigerians, if you continue to put hope on these charlatans to help you, you will find yourself in a deeper ditch. We as citizens must come together and enforce the office of the citizen to put maximum pressure on the authorities to do the right thing. If we do not begin to have conversations about exactly what we want as elections, all this time what we shout, we can even turn this justice for Mohbad into electoral reform. We could have used NSAS into electoral reform. Let there be youths as part of INEC who would help to build an INEC server that we will be able to monitor. Let us be able to have free, fair, and credible elections. Period. Let us start from there. Whereas we vote, everybody knows say now the person who votes. We should not be waiting for courts to tell us who be leader. If we are not having those conversations, we will be setting ourselves up for another moment of mourning. No, so there is no need for you to mourn at all. The person who is celebrating this court judgment today, tomorrow, this same court will give another judgment where that same person go cry. Now turn by turn Nigerian PLC. You understand me? So if you are celebrating injustice today, the moral arm of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. The moral arm. It will get to everybody until you decide to do the right thing. So there is no need to fear. There is no need to cry. Don't give up on Nigeria. As this Supreme Court don't talk, so a lot of people don't start to. The coming weeks and months will be very interesting. People don't they strategize their plan B. Those who want JACPA, the JACPA association. They don't the whole Twitter space. Every embassy go full. But for you and I who do not have the means of living, we cannot afford it. We are stuck here for now. We must all come together and agree. What do we want? Look at child mortality, maternal mortality, out of school children, or youth unemployment. Look at everything. Where is social security, health insurance? Every day person go get one sickness, they go need to start to carry your picture, they walk around. For sicknesses that health insurance could have been able to tackle. But we continue to push ethnic and religious sentiments. We go there all right, too. As Nigerians, we must come back and hold that conversation. What do you want for yourself? You be Igbo, you be Yoruba, you be Hausa, but we be all human beings. And waiting good for you should be good for me. As for me, I'm very pro-Nigeria, no. Yeah. Anything we talk as Nigeria go better, you go see me there. And I'm ready to have that conversation. What we are suffering in Nigeria today, right now, is the ghost of the Buhari presidency. President Muhammadu Buhari as a president is a mistake that should never have happened. And that is what we are seeing today. Even the current government, which is APC, because they no one talk. If not, anybody who took over from Buhari should have known you are inheriting a catastrophe. And that is why it was important that you put your best foot forward. Your best foot forward. But look at where we are now. But we must continue to try. We must not give up. Do not despair. Do not be despondent. Nigeria will be great because Nigeria has you and me. And it will depend on how much and how tough we are ready to go, even when it gets tougher. So don't worry, we will be okay. Nigeria will be fine. Celebrate, it is okay. It is okay to cry, but not for too long. Let's come together and think of how to move forward. God bless Nigeria.
Wonderful.